Here's a brief tour of the inside of the Book of Sounds, the soundboard we created for Shadow Puppet Theater for Flipside 2013. We've got our 2 rows of 5 buttons each, the LCD screen up at the top, and each one of these has an LED light lighting up on the inside. This is going to be kind of upside down from the front. Basically, we've got a Raspberry Pi over here powering the whole thing, or running the whole thing, and powering it. And this is an awesome little board. It's got a SD card as the hard drive. The power comes from a micro USB. It's got USB, which we're not actually using for this. The 2 dongles I have in here are a wireless keyboard and mouse, and then the other one is a Wi-Fi dongle. The Raspberry Pi also has a Ethernet port, HDMI out for audio and video. In this case, though, we're actually using the composite, well, we're not using the video out, but we are using the 1/8 inch audio jack. And that goes from this cable to our amp. So the only inputs to the box here are the power and then the cable for the audio. We could put some speakers inside the case here, but we opted for the amp since it was louder. So the Raspberry Pi has a ribbon cable here connecting the GPIO over to the main logic board, which distributes the outputs and collects the inputs. Now, this is my first electronics project, so it's not super accessible, but if you can kind of see around the all the wires here. Basically, this is wiring up the switches, go through a circuit from switches go through a circuit from one of the GPIO pins to the switch, through a resistor, and then to power or to ground. The LEDs we have just on a bank of power and ground circuit over here, coming off of one of the 5-volt pins of the GPIO. We also have this LCD screen, which was wired in appropriately as well. It actually only uses 6 of the GPIO pins, and then everything else on here is either power, ground, or going to the potentiometer over here, which adjusts the contrast for the LCD screen. And that's it. Thanks for watching.